Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Pacey Jones Gaming, where we like to talk about anything and everything about Pokemon. As always, if you like the video, please like and subscribe, and keep following us for more content on Pokemon. Today, I thought we'd do something different. Instead of opening cards, I would like to take a trip back to the past and talk about the original base set. So the base set, when it debuted in America, took us all by storm. I immediately fell in love with the game, started collecting, and I currently have at least one of every card in the original set. Not in great condition, some of them, but I have them all. And today I'd like to talk about my top 10 favorite cards from the set. And these are in particular order of how I like the card in terms of the art, what they mean to me, and how they played in the card game, because I was an avid card game player back in the day of with this game. So, number 10, Machop. This card, everyone had at least 100 of them. I have a couple shadowless versions. This card is cool to me because, first of all, the art super cool, and from a card game perspective, it was so easy to just get him out there in the beginning. 1 energy, 20 damage, decent hit points for a level 1 Pokemon, and I thought it was just cool. It was a great card. Still got about 30 of them, 30 copies or so. Very cool card. Love Machop. Always had one in my fighting decks. Number 2, Starmie. Another great card, awesome art. I thought this card got a bad rep, mainly because it was a common card. I never understood why Starmie was a common card. It was great, had the recover feature, maybe a little high cost energy, but always loved the art, loved Staryu, loved Starmie. In the anime, never really understood why Misty would spotlight her Staryu a lot more than Starmie, but always thought Starmie was a very cool card. Number 3, Zapdos. That's a nice looking Zapdos. I have a couple of these. The main reason I love this card is the art. I still remember pulling a Zapdos in the booster pack when I was just a little kid and thought it was one of the coolest things I'd ever seen. From a gaming perspective, it is not a great card. First of all, you discard all your energy for a single attack, and the other attack, it's just about the same energy cost, just minus the 1 electric for a colorless, but there's always a chance you're going to do damage to yourself. Again, only saying I love this card because of the art and mainly the nostalgia aspect, but in terms of a gaming perspective, I never loved it. Number 4, Red Cheeks Pikachu. You can't talk Pokemon without talking Pikachu. I had a shadowless Red Cheeks Pikachu. Obviously, the Red Cheeks one is much more desirable in the collecting world. Always thought this card was cool. One great thing I always thought was cool about this is, a lot of people don't know this, I guess the newer generation of Pokemon used to be chunky. Specifically Pikachu. He used to be one big Chunkachu, but lately Pikachu keeps getting thinner and thinner. Not for it. I liked Pikachu when he was chunky in the game. He always looked like that. Not thrilled about his new art style, though. Still love Pikachu. In terms of a card, he was always pretty good. 30 damage, although he might do damage himself. Decent HP for level 1 Pokemon, and I love this card. I love my Shadowless Red Cheeks Pikachu. We're on 5, Nidoking. I love this card. One of my favorite arts. It is, drawn by Ken Sugimori, the great Pokemon artist who did all the great original designs. Love the Nidoking art. Very good in terms of a card for battle. Toxic. Did a lot more damage than standard poison. And I feel that he warrants being in the top 10. There's that Nidoking. Number 6, Ivysaur. I have a shadowless Ivysaur here. Ivysaur, I don't think the Stage 2 Pokemon of the starters get enough rep. I feel like everyone always gets the starter. They try to blow past Stage 2 as fast as possible just to get, to your Blastoise, your Charizard, your Venusaurs, Feraligators, whatnot. I love all the original Kanto starters. Charmeleon, Ivysaur, Wartortle. I think Ivysaur, specifically this art by Ken Sugimori, is so cool. This was always in my grass decks. Just one of my favorite cards. I think his Poison Powder, Vine Whip, all that's good. Love my Ivysaur. Number 7. Can't talk Pokemon without talking Pikachu, and if you're not talking Pikachu, you are talking Charizard. I love Charizard. Everyone loves Charizard. If you pulled a Charizard when you were a kid, you are very cool. This is the mecca of Pokemon cards. Mine, I got a couple of them. They're all pretty dinged up. It's very hard to get your hands on a decent Charizard for a decent price these days. They are the pinnacle of Pokemon card collectors. They are so cool. In terms of a trading card gaming standpoint, they are also very cool. Like I was saying with the Zapdos, that Zapdos does the same amount of energy, same damage, but you have to discard all your energies. This one, you discard 2. It's got the energy burn, highest HP for the original games. No one went over 120 in the beginning. He was the only one that did it. He is gorgeous. Charizard. There he is. Number 8, Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto is one of my favorite Pokemon. When I would play the game, I would often not even evolve him into Pidgeot. I loved Pidgeotto so much. And it was interesting, in the base set, you couldn't get Pidgeotto. So it was like if you had a Pidgey and a Pidgeotto in your deck, you had to wait until it was Jungle. Jungle was the next wave when they released Pidgeot. Also a very cool card, but Pidgeotto, so cool. I loved about him that they even gave him the rare treatment, because everyone loves Pidgeotto. Still waiting for Ash to go back for his Pidgeot, because, Pidgeotto was so loyal to him, but, we're waiting on that 20 plus years. Moves, pretty good. Whirlwind, mirror move, kind of high cost for low damage, decent HP. Don't care. From a gaming perspective, don't really care. I just love the card so much. Love Pidgeotto. One of my favorite Pokemon. Number 9, Haunter. This specific Haunter, this card, is special to me because this was my first Pokemon card. And you can see it's pretty bad shape. That's because when I was a kid, I saw the kids in my school getting into it. I was like, what is that? They were like, and one kid was like, this is Pokemon cards. And I was like, well, that's kind of cool. And he handed me one. And he said, here, you want this one? I said, cool. And I always kept it. I never traded it. It means so much to me. I'm not sure what you would have to give me to trade it. I know it's not worth anything to anyone else, but to me, it means a lot. I also love the art. I've always loved Haunter. Another one of those Pokemon where I know a lot of people are going to think I'm crazy, but I love Haunter more than Gengar. I know everyone likes Gengar. He's like the top Ghost Pokemon. But I would often not want to trade my Haunter in the game to get the Gengar and get it back because I loved Haunter so much. I think he's super menacing, especially in the game. The anime, he's a little funnier, but I think his attacks are very cool. Put them to sleep, drain their health with the Dream Eater. Very cool card. Always a place in my heart for Haunter, especially this card. And now, my number 1 favorite card, which is also my favorite Pokemon of all time, is Wartortle. Like I was saying with Ivysaur, I don't think the Stage 2 starter Pokemon get enough reps. Everyone's always trying to get them out of the way so they can get the big boys in. I love Wartortle. I would never evolve my Wartortle into a Blastoise while playing the game until the very end of the game where I was just trying to complete the Pokedex. I needed Wartortle. When I was fighting the Elite Four, I needed him throughout the entire game. I love Wartortle. This is my favorite Pokemon art in the original set. Love that they gave him 70 hit points. They didn't just go with the standard 60. His attacks, pretty decent, 40 for 3. I know with new cards that seems horrible, but back in the day that was pretty standard. Withdraw, would rarely use it. But I love this card. I'm Shadowless. I have a lot of versions of this card. I love it so much. I recently gave one of mine to my nephew Benny. I wanted him to also have a copy of it so he doesn't just see the new stuff. Benny, if you're watching, hello. How's it going, buddy? And that is Wartortle, my favorite Pokemon card in the original set, and my favorite Pokemon. He is so cool. So that is my top 10 list of my favorite Pokemon cards from the original set. I thought we'd do something a little different today than just open some cards. Maybe in our next video we'll open some more cards again. As always, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. I am Pacey Jones. This is Pacey Jones Gaming, reminding you to never stop catching and never stop collecting. See ya!